Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested. Hey, we are going to do a random ranking. We're going to go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies from least favorite to most favorite or most favorite to least favorite. I guess it's the same thing either way. I'll rank them here in the video, and if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some movies. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do one right back here. And then, oh, okay. I think, what is that, a Blu-ray? That feels like a Blu-ray. Got a lot of DVDs in my collection. All right, and then one down all the way here. Don't worry, I'm still with you. Okay. Oh, man. It's been forever since I've seen that. All right. Okay. Interesting selection here. Very odd. Okay, so the first one I pulled was XXX here with Vin Diesel. And, wow, that's funny. Look at how they are trying to maximize this cover. Okay, so, like, obviously we're looking at this. Vin Diesel, her, and then it's just kind of like explosions. But like, look inside the fire. There's like there's like a frame here, like a still of Vin Diesel with a gun, and then another still right here, and then another still right here, and another one here. It's just weird the way they put those in there, but kept the like framing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the edges of the film still are still present. They didn't try to like dissolve those into the fire. That's really strange. But actually this right here, this is the coolest part of the movie right here. And this is common with action films, but the editing in this movie, when you watch this scene specifically, when he's jumping what is he doing? I don't remember what he's jumping. An explosion. Maybe it's like some semis or something, or I can't remember now. Any school buses? No. Maybe. No. Anyway, so there's like this type of editing called like Picasso editing. If you know Picasso in Cubist painting, basically it's capturing a form from multiple perspectives. So like think of like ancient Egyptian art, how you'd see the body in profile, but the eye was facing you, you know, like the eye would be like right here. It was just like a simplified way to instantly say, hey, that's a human, just to sort of reduce the human form into its simple perspectives, I guess, with the profile, but then the frontal view of the eye. And that's kind of what's happening here with this shot. We're getting this jumping from multiple angles. So we see him, I think, launch off of this ramp, like maybe from 3, 4, 5 different angles. Then we see him jump this explosion, and the explosion happens multiple times from different angles is the way we're seeing it. And I think we even see him land multiple times. And it's just kind of like a Picasso painting, a Cubist painting, where you may have the human form, but it's presented from different vantage points, right? And that's what's happening with this awesome jump that Vin Diesel does on a motorcycle. We see him leave the ramp, go up the ramp and leave the ramp from multiple points of view. The explosion that he's jumping over from different vantage points, close-ups, middle, long shots, medium shots, and then the landing as well. So I don't know, that part's pretty cool. That's what I like about this movie. And then they made another one with Ice Cube, right? If you build it, he will come. If you build it, they will come. He will come. And then they, right? Anyway, have you ever been here? You ever been to the Field of Dreams in Iowa? I took a road trip there with my wife and friend Tracy. You may know Tracy. She does some reviews with me every once in a while. We took a road trip. This was before I was vlogging, otherwise I would have vlogged it. And it gets changed quite a bit since we've been there. They were like in the very beginning stages of really making this place into something special, more so than just the movie. When we were there, like the gift shop was pretty poor. They gave you a poker chip as a a parting gift, and it was like, what does a poker chip have to do with this movie? It was very strange. But now I guess it's a heck of a lot better, and they've created like sports camps, sports baseball camps for kids and everything, and tournaments that will happen out there, and I think it's really become something special since I was last there, which wasn't that long ago. Probably, I mean, under 10 years. But great movie here. I understand if people maybe don't like the ending because it just kind of like stops, but I feel like that while it does stop, we do see the road ahead, like where things will lead at the end, and that's really nice. I really like this movie. Good father-son thing. You know, I have two twin daughters, so you know, kind of makes me think about, I don't know, this movie makes me think about me and them, and also me and them. Make me think about this movie. Next we have The New World. I think I've talked about this before, but when I was in art school, a lot of people will make artwork to music. I'm not that way. I make artwork to movies, and the way that our studios were set up, there was an opening between the walls, basically up high in the studios. So anything that was going on in my studio, the person next door could hear it. And she really liked to hear the movies that I was playing. And she could sort of follow along with just the dialogue, right, that was going on. And I didn't even know this, that she was listening in or enjoyed these, my studio neighbor. And one day I was playing this movie, and then afterwards, like, she's like, what on earth were you watching? And I was like, oh, The New World, Terrence Malick, ever seen it? And then she's like, I did not like that. And I was like, oh, you've seen it? And she's like, no, but I could hear it in your studio. I usually love when you play movies, but that one I did not like. There was like no talking. I had no clue what was going on. So I thought that was hilarious because she was relying on the dialogue to follow along with the story. And here, she couldn't do it at all because the dialogue was so minimal. And she was getting really frustrated with me, or with the movie, because she couldn't follow along. But yeah, I like this movie. This is one of Terrence Malick's, I think, easier to follow movies unless you're not watching it, because she wasn't watching it. She was only listening in. But it seems like, you know, one of his more, you know, straightforward movies, especially like when you consider like his more current work, you know, Tree of Life and Beyond. Actually, I never saw the Beyond stuff, but Tree of Life, you know, is the way it is, and this one's a little easier to digest. Probably easier to digest than the Thin Red Line as well. Okay, I know Christopher Plummer though hated this movie. He was on it, in it. He did not like it at all, because it just his directing, Terrence Malick's directing style just was not his style at all. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I feel pretty confident here. XXX, I do need to get to know better. It's been so many years since I've seen it, well over 10. And yeah, definitely need to give that one a look again. But anyway, what we have here is Field of Dreams is going to be number 1. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. My family's from Iowa. My grandparents are from Iowa. So Iowa means a lot to me. And then I'm going to go with The New World, Terrence Malick's The New World. Christian Bale is in it. And Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell plays John Rolfe. And then we have XXX with Vin Diesel. Yeah. So this is my ranking: Field of Dreams, The New World, and XXX. My question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.